Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith in the Black with the Strat Time Report, and after a little mini tech wreck in the morning, things are starting to firm up here. We know we got J-Pop coming up here, and so if you look at the SPY here, you always want to not micromanage. Still an inside day. So even though it started to weaken a little bit, not the end of the world, and still green on the month, and still holding green on the week, but inside day waiting for J-Pow. So we want to see either side of this thing gets taken out or if we stay as an inside day. The Qs were a little weaker. I won't say a lot weaker, but then firmed up here. And this is why I say every hour is like a new day to us. See the difference? Here, the wreckage. Then you get a new 60, pokes down a little bit, and then as soon as it goes green here, then it's going to give us the outside bar. Boom. Right back up. So still somewhat of a tight range, but it was, even though it was down, it was a 2 up on the day, then 2 down reversal. You're still green on the week, and you're still green on the month, even though these openings are still the same because it's the new month. But that's conflict, and so anytime you get a new 60, you can kick it right back up. Those buyers might still be hanging around. So there's that. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, and Dow Jones Diamonds also staying as an inside day, slightly green on everything else. You can see a lot of those things very similar off that new 60. Pokes down and then comes back through. Small cappers. And small cappers still inside day, right? It's slightly green. They're all looking very similar here. So outside on the 60. Right, so but we got the J-Pow coming, so just be aware of that. Obviously, in the morning we had the energies pop up a little bit, XLE pop up, and then just kind of sit there and die. Still have that weekly signal though, the 322, just stalls out a bit, and so we'll see if that sets up again. Here would be Strat 60 inside, then pokes down. They want to bring it up, but once again things might get a little quiet coming into the Fed. So if anything, refiners still going PSX, taking out these monthly hammers here, working. You have Valero still working, all right, and here you got 3-2 on the week, outside week, which means this selling was getting rejected. When it came back through, still getting rejected. Valero. If we go to the gap list, you look at Match.com. And Match.com gaps down, but anytime you go into all these all-time lows down in here, that's exhaustion risk, right? So that might be it, because you had this down move, the sideways move, and then the down move, but it was a gap. So that might be it. Like when you have exhaustion risk, you've got selling all the way in here, that might be the final dumpage. And if it is, then here, you go to the 15, and you can see this 2 down by gapping down, 2-2 reversal on the 15-minute. And so what some people will choose to do is, like what we want to do is create winning positions, right? But if this is the middle of the new broadening formation, because now you have your lower low and you can come back through your higher high, you might just choose to leave your stop here and just let it go so you don't get chopped up in here. Say if I'm right, this thing keeps going, gives me outside bar here, right, and keeps going because you've got your slight higher high here, now your lower low. If this is the bottom of the broadening formation, you might have just nailed it, and so you don't want to get chopped up in something like that. If we go to some of the solars, we're picking up here just a bit. ENPH having a nice little day, still handily inside month, but on the week you can see this. You take those highs out. Yep, that's a 322 on this here. Outside bar, 2 down, and then boom, the reversal back here over 178.24, and now you're up at that's a nice little move. Went up almost 186 and looking to take this out. 197.85, and like Sedge, CDG here, 2-2 reversal week, 2 down by taking out the lows, 2 up. So that's good this week above that. 263.35. Still handling an inside month like a lot of things just because we're starting off. If you go to EXPD, and EXPD, nice day here. Yesterday, outside day. Boom. 3-2 to the upside. The micro selling here was rejected immediately. Big time. And here you can see on the monthly now, 2 down, 2 up reversal on EXPD. So now takes this high out, this thing here, 107.77. I want to stay above that. These two become an outside bar of that. The question is going to be strong enough to come up through here. The good thing is it's been a lot higher, and you've had 4 months of down. So now you got that reversal there. Market's staying a little firm here. If we go to Polaris, PII, and Polaris just having a nice day here. Outside weaker now, but it's also been higher. You got your lower low. The question is going to be strong enough to come up through here to get your higher high. Right now, just been walking up in here on a 15-minute basis. This is what you look for. You see this? 2 up by taking out the high, 2 down, boom, you're in. These two become an outside bar of that. Let's see if there's anything better on the 60s or 30s or whatever. Might have been a little quick for the 60s. But, oh well. If we go to FRGE, and FRGE now coming in off that 60, so there's a little bit of a problem. So that's well off the high. So it looks like they stuck a fork in this thing, so no good. If we go to MRCY, and MRCY, and you can see this, the higher highs and the lower lows. Now a big outside day, right? There's your broadening formation, the lower low, higher high. So you want to stay above this. You got your outside week, but you're back into an old outside week. So that always gets my attention if this thing can set up again. I think it had a nice 30 in here. Here was your inside 30 right there. So we'll see if that sets up again as well. Qs continue to come back after a really bloody morning. If you go to TMDX, just a nice gap up into here, and what that gave you was the 212 reversal, albeit a gap, and a little fast on that, inside on the 30 right now, but taking out last month's highs, and not everybody can say that after this, the 2 reversal off the bottom, all right, and that's that exhaustion risk I was talking about down into here. You might stop them all out here. If we go to MKTX, and MKTX is having a nice little day, inside day to the upside, gives you the outside week after poking down just a tad, looks like. Say 259, 10. Yeah, pokes down and then comes right back up. Here's your attempt to take that lower low, then the inside 212 reversal day back up. And just a little grindy, but you did have an inside 30 there. If we go to GNRC, and GNRC having a nice little day and coming back to the previous range. We always like to do that. You got your outside week, but you can see this range in here. Now you try to taste the downside. The question is going to be strong enough to come back through here. Here's how you get in on that 2 up, 2 down, right? And then boom, two back up. These guys become an outside bar of that, and if that works, you get your outside week, you get more movement like that. Still green on the month. If we go to SCI, SCI coming back through previous range, inside day 212 reversal, boom, pivot machine gun. Anybody short against any of this stuff just got carried out, which gives you the outside week, right, and potentially the outside month. Market continuing to recover here, and then here on the 30, you're going to see this. Inside 30s, the slight poke down, rev strat, boom. Same deal as here, right? Anybody short against any of this stuff got taken out right here on that 30. What that 60 look like? 1 bar rev strat 60. So when you have an inside bar, rev strat can be a 1-2-2 or a 1-3. What I mean by that is inside, pokes down, tries to do the 2-1-2 reversal, but way too strong. And so as soon as this baby goes green, that's going to be an outside bar, and boom, into the highs it goes. If we go to ACHC, nice little inside day back to the upside after the slight lower low. And here's your slight higher high. So it's trying to expand that as it goes outside week. Still an inside month, just kind of stalling out here a little bit. We'll see if that sets up again. And then little guy coming out of the ashes, SoFi. Here, having a nice little day. Outside weaker. And you can see had a nice little hour there. So we'll see if that's for real and keeps coming or not. Let's go back to those Qs. Q's trying to go 3-2 back up on that 60 after a bloody morning, really, because you had SMH doing this, coming down, and now trying to reverse back up. And like I said, still inside weak, but green. So this is some little bit of profit taking, a little bit getting scared, but nothing real major. Although it looked like it in the stocks at the time, but now they're recovering. So we had SWKS getting hit hard here, and here on those earnings, I believe, Strat inside day pokes up, and then boom. When this opens here, it's going to take this stuff out. There's something called a continuity entry. When you see a range like this that you're looking to take out, as soon as that pokes up and comes back and goes red here on your 60, you can hit it right here, right there, because we're going to take these guys out, because you're going to have full time frame continuity to the downside, looking for that outside week, which you got because you poked up above last week's highs. Boom. Now we're going to do that because we know outside bars exist. Now we'll see if that sets up again here coming into the afternoon. If we go to net, and net, once again, like a bunch of the other things, rallied back on a 21260. Not strong enough to take this thing out. And you can see once again that 2 up, 2 down day, just exhaustion risk by going to slight lower lows. But you do have more of this stuff to come after. And remember, we got this reversal up in here. That was real nice on the monthly. And now you have all this sideways here. So the question is, how does it get out of here? Right, does it go down, sideways, measured move, and get clobbered again? Or can it start pulling back up through the range? Right now, still having some issues. If we go to SQ, and SQ, also that 2 up, 2 down, reversal on the day, going after the inside month. That would be a problem here because you still have these ranges to take out if it re-weakens. So right now, like a lot of things rallied back, but we're going to watch each one of these new hours. If we go to D-Dog, also rallied back on a 312, but nowhere near taking this baby out. And right now you are inside month to the downside, and so that gets my attention. You did hit the magnitude here, but this thing's been a lot lower, and so I'm not saying pandemic lows for a lot of these things, but you never know. That's why we play the game. TTD also going after an inside month here. And that had the 2 up, 2 down day, hits magnitude. You see that by going to the lows and then pops back up. And so back into the middle of this range. So still doji on the week, but just gonna, as the month goes on, paying attention to these months. If we go to EXPE. EXPE, now you can see something a little different. Something that didn't rally back, right? Clobbered yesterday, continuing inside month to the downside. Short-term exhaustion risk by taking out these guys, but it's been lower if they want to make some lower lows on this thing, and right now not rallying back with the market. Win Resorts, and Win Resorts, also the 2 up by taking out the highs on the day, 2 down. Hits short-term magnitude by taking that out. It's questioning to be weak enough to take this out. You can see this thing's been in all sorts of trouble for a while. Rallied back on those 60s, but we'll see. Not that much. And so it wouldn't be hard for this to go 2 up, 2 down, and 2 back down in the new hour. If we go to Andy. 2-2 reversal month, 2 up, 2 down, coming back through previous range. That's what you want to see. Got hit pretty hard. There's a continuity entry right here, pokes up, and then boom, you can hit it right there because you got everything going your way. All right, and then it pops back up. We'll see if that sets up again because you're nowhere near taking this day back green. If we go to Palo Alto. Palo Alto does that thing, 2-2 reversal on the 60, but you are below last month's lows. That's a 3-2, which means that buying was rejected, and it's still being rejected. And you can see it's had a couple nasty days right here, but we're coming into the Fed. We'll see what J. Powell has to say. Still, a lot of inside days and chopping around as we can expect, but the Fed should have something to say about that. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Russ Fitz, Mr. Black, Strat Time Report.